Welcome everyone. So today I'm doing a tarot reading for the sign of Leo. As usual, I have shuffled the cards before I started the video, and everything's ready to go. Now I haven't looked at the cards. We're going to do that together and see what's going on with you. Now, if you're also not a Leo and you want to find out more about a Leo, then this video is also for you. Let's go ahead and get started. And I'll explain, I do have positions that I'll explain as I go. So this position is the recent past, okay? So we have here the tarot card of the Ace of Wands and the Oracle card of the Eye in the recent past. So basically, it's like watching and doing. There's something that's really motivating us. Something we're looking at that's really motivating us. Could literally just be like a person that we're watching and is giving us like a drive and a passion to do more in general. But whatever it is that we're looking at, it's giving us like a solid passion and drive to get that thing, or it could just be like an inspiration. I'm going to pull a card to see more specific information. See which one of those it is, really. Oh, okay. Interesting. That was fast. So the card that immediately flopped out was Pluto. So yeah, you're looking, or, you know, this could be vice versa, by the way. If this isn't you looking at someone else with passion, this is also kind of a phallic symbol. It does represent like an erect penis, okay? Passion, Pluto. Desire, Pluto, okay? Someone's looking at someone with those things. Also, the other card that came out, the Wizard's Tower. The Wizard's Tower is about wisdom and knowing. This person knows what they want. This person has their eyes, like their eye on the prize. They kind of know what they're doing here as they're watching this other person. Could be that they're shy, but they want to make themselves known through like it might be that they don't care that it's, if it's obvious, that it is obvious, and that they're shy, and that this is their only way of making it known that they're interested. Yeah, so if this isn't you, could be somebody looking at you this way. Keep that in mind. Let me see, anything else that I'm picking up on this? Let me just see what else is on top of the deck. This will give me even more details. This will go into the nitty-gritty of it even. So, on the top, the 4. Gemini reversed with the rabbit reversed. So I kind of feel like this person is, how do I say this? It's currently a platonic relationship. It's like a friend, a coworker. It's with Gemini here, it's like in the number 4. It's like someone who we've known, or someone who has just been an acquaintance. That's the word I was looking for, acquaintance. And with the rabbit reversed, either we haven't gotten to spend a lot of time with them, or the rabbit is again a sexual reference. So maybe we've just never had sex with them, and we're looking at them in that way. But this is somebody who's been around. Could just be somebody who's been in the friend zone for a while. Or you're in the friend zone, they're in the friend zone, and they've been looking at you this way. Could be vice versa. All right, let's move on from the past and into the present here. Because looking at the present is also gonna kind of give me a little bit more information about, well, the entire picture. So where I wanna go in the past, there's a couple of different positions. I wanna look at the position of the head. And this is gonna tell me the thought, what you guys are thinking, like what your conscious strategies and conscious thoughts are at the present moment. So I have here the 3 of Swords with the Oracle card of Honey. Yeah, you are looking at this person thinking, man, I wish I could have them because I really like that, because that's really sweet, honey, really attractive to me. It's something I like, okay? That's what is on your mind, but you're kind of like thinking like it's not possible. I can't ever have it. With the 3 of Swords here, it's like 3 of Swords is heartbreak, it's disappointment, it's extreme disappointment, because this person, if this is you, Leo, you really are sweet towards this other person, honey. So you're feeling like, or at least we're about to look at your feelings, but your conscious thoughts are the 3 of Swords, which is like, man, it sucks. I don't think I could ever have a chance here for whatever reason. Maybe it's just because this person could be taken, this person's unavailable for some reason, or just it isn't on the table. Or at least that's the perception here. Remember, this is just the mind. This is the perception. So let's move on to the position of the heart. It's going to tell me your emotions, how you're feeling about the situation. I assume you're not feeling great. Okay, so you guys are kind of okay with being this this sort of bystander, this sort of sidekick. I'm just fixing the card. Because we have the Three of Wands here. The Three of Wands is literally like bystander energy. Like I'm a wallflower, a third party, third wheel. That's how you guys are feeling as you're watching this person who you don't have a chance with, or you don't think you have a chance with desire. And it seems like it's creating just a lot of, it's almost like you're in your heads about it. You're just, your desire's there, or at least the recent past, right? But in the present, it's more thinking. It's like, geez, I'm just an extra. I'm not part of this. I'm not, on the stage even as a possible contender. I'm not even one of the potential suitors, right? So how could I even have a chance? All right, we're gonna see if you have a chance. I'm gonna look into the future, and then we're gonna pull advice. Maybe you have a chance. So let's keep going. The position of the hands. This is the last position in the present before I look into the future. This tells me what you guys are doing at the moment. What are you actually doing about all this? Well, you guys are dwelling about it. Four of Cups. Dwelling. Not a lot of action. A lot of thought and a lot of dwelling, but not a lot of action. With the ear here, now we have the ear, the eye in the recent past and the ear in the present. So there is, I feel like we could be stalking this person, or we're just receptive to them. Like we've been thinking about them. Maybe we want them to call us. And that's like why the ear is coming up here. We have our ear open to them. But we're kind of more, with the Four of Cups here, it's more like we're thinking on the past. I definitely want to pull some clarifier cards for this position. See what else we get here. Tell me about the Four of Cups with the ear. For my Leos, tell me about the Four of Cups with the ear. Tell me about the Four of Cups with the ear. Tell me about the Four of Cups with the ear. Tell me about the Four of Cups with the ear. Universal hexagram. I'm interested. You're literally just like, you're waiting for an opportunity. You're keeping your ear open for an opportunity. The universal hexagram is like purpose. It's like divine alignment. So it's almost like you're really invested in this situation, but you're kind of waiting for the go ahead. You're waiting for a sign. You're waiting for a sign in your dwelling at the moment. On the bottom, on the bottom, Mercury, communication. So you're waiting on what? Communication. Underneath that, the hand, reaching out. So you're just sitting waiting for this person to reach out to you who you're really attracted to, who you have, essentially, I kind of feel like this is like a crush, but even goes deeper than that, actually, more than a crush. Universal hexagram, it is like a connection. You feel a connection. So that's why you're so invested, and you're waiting for this person. And then underneath those two cards, the hourglass. You're waiting for this person. What did I say? We're waiting for this person, right? Before you can take any actions. You're kind of like stuck for some reason. Maybe this person's unavailable. Maybe they have their own partner. Who knows? All right, let's move into the future and see what's going to happen, and then we'll pull advice. See what you should do about this whole situation. So in the future, we have, I don't like this. We have two threes, the Oracle card, the three, and this is the Three of Cups, but it's reversed. So, wow, it's like we're not on good terms with this person, even though we want to be. It's not where we want to be. We're not hanging out with them like we want to be, but yet I feel like we're on cordial terms. It's not exactly what we want. Let's pull a card. I feel like it's like we're friends or your acquaintances, but you want to literally be hanging out with this person. You want to spend time with this person. I'm not seeing that. Uranus with the Wall. Very strange. Uranus is literally the planet that breaks walls. So we have the Wall with Uranus. That's tension. That actually is tension building. Tension building. Could be social tension. So for some reason there's social tension building. On the bottom, the 4. Yeah, okay. So on the bottom is the 4 with the 2 and the 7. It's like, what's the word I'm looking for? When you like kind of make someone wait on purpose, and it like creates a feeling like a guilt, almost like you guilt trip them, like you want them to call you, and so you're gonna give them the silent treatment. There's a bit of this and a bit of awkwardness and coming up, but it doesn't seem to lead to actual social time. It's like someone is still, could be the other person, is still withholding. Yeah, the other person is still withholding. The 2, the 4, and the 7. They're still dealing with their own shit. Could be that they're dealing with their own partner or their own one-on-one situation with someone else, okay? And it's like a karmic situation too with the 7. Wow. They're stuck in their own situation, and until they can break through that wall, there is no hangout time. Okay, let's pull advice. We're gonna do an oracle card and a tarot card, and see what comes out here. Some positive advice. What should you guys be doing, my Leos? What should you guys be doing? What actions are going to result in the best end result for you? With regards to the reading or just in general, but usually what comes out will be about the reading. Let's see. Tell me positive advice for my Leos for the next couple weeks. Positive advice for my Leo signs, please. Can I have some advice for my Leos? Oh, okay. How interesting. Got one card swooped this way, and then an entire half of the deck fell to one side with Judgment on the, like, facing up. So essentially we have Judgment, and oh shoot, now I don't know which way this fell, but we'll say Temperance. We'll say it was right side up. Temperance and Judgment. Wow. It's interesting because this is very similar energy to Uranus in the Wall that we just looked at. It's kind of like the mellow, like nothing happens, right? The wall hasn't come down. The wall's never going to come down. If you watch Game of Thrones. And then and everything's literally the same. And until the moment it does and everything goes to shit. So it's like Temperance. Everything's the same. And then suddenly Judgment. So there is something that will happen, but within the next couple weeks, I feel like you guys just need to moderate. And like Temperance really is just the middle path. It's like moderation, right? So keep yourself moderated and try to keep yourself balanced, and not quite so like crazy and dwelling about this person, because there is Judgment coming. So I don't think you even need to worry that it is coming. It's coming, and it's going to result in, underneath that, the Death card. So it is going to result in changes, and you don't have to do anything. Those things are coming. I think you're waiting for those things. It's going to result in changes. Looking at these next couple cards, I feel like the changes are not necessarily like on your end. There's stuff happening maybe to this other person. Let me pull an oracle card to get more information. Let's see what comes out for the oracle cards. Tell me more about this advice, I guess. Tell me more about these cards that are on the table. Again, the cards that are on the table, since I can't hold them up since I'm shuffling, is Temperance, Judgment, and Death. Okay. The number 1. Oh. That's interesting. So this Judgment and Death could be you. The number 1. Let's see what else is on here. The Road, Capricorn, and the number 4. This is you changing your strategy big time. This is you changing your strategy to the long game. So I think that what's going to happen is you're going to seek a path of moderation and keep yourself balanced. Something is going to happen that really is going to change your strategy for the long game here. It's going to like shake things up, and there's essentially going to be new information revealed. It's going to change the game, change the scenario, change the variables, change the players. And at that point, you're going to at that point, the invest is to invest in the long game. Could be towards this person. Let's see what else. Actually, underneath that is the staff. So it's like I think you're supposed to fight for this. You're supposed to invest. It's supposed to be invested in the long game. Capricorn 4 with the Road. Give me another card. Can I have one more card? This is like a little confusing because Judgment is usually sudden, but then I have these cards that are very long term, so that's why it's throwing me off. Okay, so the cards that came out here are for Oracle for just additional clarifier cards. Libra, Honey, and the number 1. So like I was saying before, you decide to change your strategy. Libra is the decision. Honey and the number 1 is like, it's like, Honey and the number 1 is the things that you like, right? So this is changing your strategy on either how to obtain those or what those things are. For a long-term strategy. And it may actually require an extensive death process on your end. You might need to change yourself, change your, there might need to be changes all around for both sides. Like something could prompt, changes in your external could prompt changes in the internal over time. And these are all going to be long-term changes that have to do with you going after the things that you find, sweet. Jeez. All right, well, this is a complicated reading. I feel like this person has activated you guys. This person is there to trigger you into a long-term state of self-improvement. That's what I imagine. It feels a little twin flamey. This person that you have desire for that you can't do anything about is going to trigger you to better yourself. And that's sort of where I feel this is going. And that's the advice. Okay, Leo, I hope you guys got something out of that. Thank you guys so much for taking an interest in my videos. If this resonated, press the like button for me. That really helps me out. And I will see you guys in a couple weeks. Take care.